Hey guys, it's Tony Butler again, Marketing for Humans, and today we're going to talk about 3 productivity hacks that every entrepreneur needs to embrace. Okay, because one of the things that you're going to run into as you start to grow and scale a business is that there's just not enough time in the day. Okay, you can spend the whole day and not get anything really good and important done. Okay, so I've got 3 tips. I've been doing this a really long time. I've advised a lot of companies, and these 3 I think you're going to be really surprised about, and they're going to help change things. Okay, so before I get into it, please follow this channel, like the video, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm going to bring some value, so definitely follow along. All right, so let's get started. One of the things that you're going to run into when you start running your own business is that there is just not enough time in the day to get everything done. Okay, my desk right now is just, I have stacks and stacks of stuff that's in my to-do list. I've got emails I've got to answer. I've got taxes I've got to work on. Quarterly taxes are due. Yearly taxes are coming. I've got landing pages to review. I've got client questions, employee questions. It's a lot, okay? But here's the thing. You cannot let what's urgent get in the way of what's important, okay? It's vital. You've got to spend time on your vital priorities. And those are not always, and most of the time, they're not urgent at all, okay? So what do I mean by this? I mean that you've got to block your time and spend it on your most important things, okay? So I'm writing a book. When my editor sends me something and she needs me to change, she needs me to do an update, I've got to make that a priority. I've got to put it on my calendar. I've got to block it off, and I have to get it done, okay? Because it's not really that urgent. There's not like a super deadline with it. It's not like when I've got a client landing page that has to be done or a client project, that kind of thing, okay? It's an internal project. I can push it as long as I want, but I don't, okay? Because getting my book, Primal Storytelling, into the market is one of the most important things I'm going to do this year. It's one of my top 3 vital priorities. There was a time in my business when, I was just getting started and I was working pretty hard, and, I just wasn't making any progress. And I knew I needed to get to the next level. And one of the things I did is I kept a log. And every 15 minutes, I just wrote down what I was doing, okay, all through the day. And I did this for a few weeks. And then I went back and I went through those 15-minute time blocks. And something crazy just jumped out at me. Something I never even thought of was that every, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I would check email. Every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I might check text messages. I might just glance at Facebook. And I might only spend 5 minutes there or 10 minutes there. But then when I looked at the cumulative effect of all that checking and checking in, okay, over the course of a week, over the course of a month, it was an incredible amount of time, all right? So then I take this course called Insane Productivity, and one of the things that they take you through is this like detox. You're like a crack addict and you're trying to break the addiction. And I started weaning myself off of checking email and checking my phone and carrying my phone around all the time. And something crazy happened. My productivity didn't just go up by like 10% or 20%. And it was not just the time that I was checking. And this is the important part, is that my overall productivity went up more than 100%. And what I realized is that by focusing 100% on my vital priority and not having interruptions, I was way more productive during the time I was working. I was way more creative. My work improved so much. It's just unbelievable. I never would have got this book done. I never would have got my company to where I am right now if I hadn't just focused on the work in these like time blocks. So what do I do? So here's the thing. I focus time on my vital priority. What does that mean? It means I block it off. I set a start time and a finish time. I turn off all notifications. I turn off my phone. I get rid of email. And I only work on that one thing. A lot of times I'll do it in dead silence. I'll lock my door. I don't even let my team knock on the door. I put a sign up, okay? Because if I don't focus, then it takes my mind in 100 different ways. And I already have ADD. It's already hard enough. All right. So if you focus on more than one thing, your total capacity to bring everything you've got, to put your whole mind on something, it's reduced. Okay. You're not going to do nearly as well. You're not going to be as creative. You're not going to deliver as good of work. Okay. So first step is define your vital priority. The second step is to block your time without distraction. Okay? No distractions whatsoever. And I recommend that you do 90 minutes at a time. Darren Hardy calls it a jam session. I've tried 20 minutes, the Pomodoro. I've tried 45 minutes. So what I do is I block 90 minutes. At the 45 minute, I take just a 2 or 3 minute break, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, and I come right back and I hit at it. Okay? The other thing I do is the hardest part of any creative work is not the work. It's not it at all. It's getting started, okay? There's a famous quote that says, hey, if you want to be a writer, the first thing you need to do is clean out the refrigerator. And it's just it's a joke. It's a writer's joke about procrastination and this idea that we're so afraid to do our work. Here's something that every writer knows, is that the work is not what's hard. That's the easy part. The hard part is sitting down, getting started, okay? Well, what can I do to get started easier, to make procrastination, push it away, make it harder for it to really affect me? And so what I do is I start at the same time, and I have kind of the same startup ritual each time. So I have a red Can-Do coffee cup. I sit it right there on the right-hand side. I know it sounds crazy, and I really mean this. It's got water or coffee in it at all times. I always have a liquid right here with me, okay? And then the next thing I do is I put in my headphones, and I have the exact same album that I listen to over and over and over again. I got 2 or 3 that I'll kind of cycle, but I have one that I've played, more than 500 times. And it's about 47 minutes long. So I'll listen to the whole album. When it gets to the last song, I know that I'm ready for my break. Go to the bathroom, get more water or something. Okay, get up and stretch a little bit, and then I get right back on it. Sometimes I'll listen to the exact same album 2 times in a row, okay, in the same day. And what this does is it primes your mind to do the work, okay? Your mind and your body know that it's time to do the work. So as soon as I sit down, my coffee cup's right where it needs to be. I got everything right in front of me, and I push play, and bam, my mind goes to work. I get into mode, okay? If I get interrupted, it really, really affects my work, okay? So what I try to do is I try to prevent anything ahead of time of interrupting me. So I have no notifications on of any kind. My phone is turned off. It's on airplane mode. It's 8 feet away from me. It's plugged in. It's face down. I can't see it. It doesn't buzz. I'm not getting interrupted if I can possibly help it. The last time I can remember getting interrupted is the power went out. I was typing on my computer, the power went out. Okay, so that's an interruption. So what did I do? I switched from the computer to writing by hand, like doing my work by hand, so that it wouldn't stop that creative process. Okay, because if you want to do any big project, you want to write a book, you want to publish articles, you want to create a business, is that you've just got to do the work. It's a grind. Like 90% of it is just a grind. There's about 10% that's fun, 10% that's really, really engaging and that you love to do. And the rest is just kind of grindy work. Or it's just annoying admin that you have to do. You got to manage HR, you got to upload payroll, you got to do blah, 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 blah. Okay. But all of that stuff, yes, it has to get done, but it's not vital work. Okay. Balancing your checkbook, it's not vital. It's important, but not vital. It might be urgent if you're not sure how much money you got, but it's not vital. Okay, what's vital? Vital is something that grows the business, that drives you forward to the next step. It's something that's related to one of your 3 strategic goals. And if you have more than 3 strategic goals, you have too many, and it's probably a mistake. You should revisit it. Okay, so let's go back to the 3 things. So focus on what's vital. Block your time without distraction, without exception. And then finally is have a rhythm, have a schedule that you're going to get started with every single time. Okay? Those 3 things have made me more productive than probably 99% of people. Yeah, I mean, I get an enormous amount done. So that's what's going to get you to the next level. Don't let distraction steal your life. Okay, I think especially when I see young people come into the company and they got all the notifications on and they're on Facebook and they're on their phones and all the rest of it. Like, how do you get anything done like that? You can't. You got to focus, focus, focus. So turn off all that crap and focus your mind. Okay, it's Tony Butler. Until next time, be well.